Hello guys, I am Dr. Rahul Chaudhary, consultant spine surgeon working in Pune. I am attached to 7 Orange Hospital in Chinchwad. I did my MBBS and MS Ortho from KM Bombay, and I did 3 years of specialized training in spine surgery and minimal access spine surgery in America. Now we are going to discuss about today's topic, which is osteoporotic vertebral fractures. Now what we mean by osteoporosis? Osteoporosis is thinning of the bones. As you can see, there are a lot of interdigitation in the normal bone, but when you get an osteoporotic bone, you tend to lose these interdigitations. So this eventually, due to severe osteoporosis, you can always have a fragile bones and brittle bones which can develop fractures. Now osteoporosis is a silent disease. The patient never get the feeling of the weak bones, and due to some trivial injury or a jerk to the spine, they can develop the vertebral fractures, and eventually they've been diagnosed with a severe osteoporosis. The good thing about the osteoporosis is it is largely preventable and treatable condition. So earlier we diagnosed the osteoporosis better, that we can reduce the risk of the fractures. Now coming to the management of the osteoporotic fractures. See, a patient with osteoporotic fracture, he gets a severe pain in the back. He is strictly bedridden. He really cannot change the position in the bed, and going to the bathroom becomes almost impossible to these patients. Initially, we always treat this patient conservatively. We advise them complete bed rest. There are medicines which are suggested, such as calcium, vitamin D supplements, calcitonin spray, which increases the bone mass, biphosphonate, which decreases the bone resorption. Nowadays, there is an injection parathyroid hormone, again which increases the bone mass. So this treatment is definitely given to these patients. However, there is a certain population of these patients where they may need a surgical intervention. Now, as we know, these are the osteoporotic fracture which usually happen in the old age. 1 in 3 females, 1 in 5 males, they have tendency for the osteoporosis, and most of them, they may develop these fractures. So usually this patient, they may have medical comorbidities. Now such patient, if you advise prolonged bed rest, I think they may develop some medical complications, and to avoid these particular complications, to give them a good pain relief, earlier mobilization, there comes the role for surgical intervention. Now with rapid advances, we definitely have 2 particular techniques which are available now to treat these particular fractures. The first technique is about cement injection. Now what we do, we pass a needle into the fractured body under local anesthesia with the patient fully awake, and we inject a liquid cement into that needle, which gets solidified within few minutes. Now due to that, it gives us instant pain relief to the patient, and also it gives support to the fractured body. So this patient, within 24 hours, we can make them sit and walk. There is another technique in this particular cement injection we call as a kyphoplasty, where through that needle we inject a balloon and which we inflate, so that we try to restore the collapsed height of the vertebral body, and after that we again inject the cement into that space. So the ultimate aim is to reduce the pain, to give the stability to the fractured vertebral body. Now, as I said, there is another technique which we say as a percutaneous pedicle screw fixation, is a part of the minimally invasive spine surgery. In this particular technique, where the patients who has a fracture and some pressure on the nerves, where I really cannot do a bone cement injection, in this patient I put screws above and below. As you can see in this as you can see in this particular video. So we pass the screws above and the below of the vertebral body, then we attach a rod to that particular screws so that we can deload that fractured body. It gives instant pain relief to the patient. Again, within 24 hours we can mobilize this patient and they can walk out of the hospital within 24 hours. So the ultimate aim of the surgery is to give an instant pain relief and to mobilize the patient as early as possible. Now, the risk which we are taking to perform these techniques is very minimal. Almost there is no general anesthesia, there is no blood loss, hospital stays only 24 hours, and what they get is a huge benefit. They get an instant pain relief, they get they can sit and they can walk, they can go to the bathroom, they can maintain their personal hygiene. So ultimately the particular patient population who's got a persistent unbearable back pain, who cannot do their daily routine activities, such patients, they definitely get benefited from this particular surgical techniques. And to summarize, I think osteoporotic fractures, yes, they can be managed medically. However, there is a particular patients who can be treated surgically with very minimal risk with a huge benefit. Thank you very much.